Tributes have been paid to two young men killed in a road crash in County Limerick last night. Darragh Dullea from Cork and Cillian Kirwan from Kilkenny were passengers in a car that crashed on the N69 near ASKEATON. They were second-year students at the nearby Salesian Agricultural College in PALLASKENRY, where the principal said they had a great life ahead of them. Their deaths bring to 32 the number of people who have died on Irish roads this year.
Flowers have been left at the scene of the latest fatal road crash in which two young men were killed last night on the N69 in County Limerick. 4 people were in a car when it crashed into a wall near Kilcornan at around 7:25 last night. 2 passengers aged 19 and 20 were killed instantly. The driver and another passenger, also men in their late teens, were injured and are being treated at University Hospital Limerick. All were students at Salesian Agricultural College in nearby Pallaskenry, where they were also residents. They've been named locally as Darragh Dullea, 20, from Clonakilty in Cork, and Cillian Kirwan, aged 19, from County Kilkenny. News of their tragic deaths has caused a massive shock to students and staff.
Very difficult news for the students, very difficult news for 19, 20-year-olds to absorb their fellow colleagues, not alone their fellow colleagues, but those that are deceased are residential students here in the college. So it's a very tight, close-knit community of students, and it's really, really hitting hard here today.
Yes, it was with a great shock that I was called to minister to them last night, but that was nothing compared to what their parents and relatives must feel. It must be absolutely devastating for them, because they were 2 young men in the prime of their life, starting out in life, and highly intelligent and great young men.
Fellow students made the sad journey to the scene this afternoon to lay flowers and remember their friends. The news has not just hit the local parishes of Pallaskenry and Kilcornan, but far beyond, as their families and communities deal with this dreadful loss.
The hurt here extends much beyond the ASKEATON area. This goes into our neighbouring county in one situation, and a county in Kilkenny also. So, you know, my heartfelt condolences to all involved.
A full investigation into what caused the crash is underway, and Gardaí at ASKEATON are appealing for witnesses or any camera footage which may help them establish what led to this horrific crash.
And Kathy is standing by in Kilcornan and Limerick near the crash scene this evening. Kathy, more fatalities on our roads, more families devastated. What's the latest?
Yes, well, another day of horrific news, Sharon, on our roads. The 2 young lives lost, and the lives of those around them shattered in a number of seconds. They're among 32, as you say, road fatalities so far this year, many of them young people. So very, very dark times of death on our roads. There's also, of course, behind those statistics is the heartbreak for families. In fact, today we had 4 families at University Hospital Limerick, 2 of them identifying the remains of their loved ones, 2 others visiting survivors of this horrific crash, all trying to absorb the catastrophic events of last night. Now, we understand that post-mortems will be carried out on the victims tomorrow, and that will have to be done before they can be released to their families. So very difficult and times ahead, very sad and tragic times ahead for the families, for those communities, not just here in Limerick, but also in Cork and Kilkenny.